When people think of the Vikings, they imagine longboats, swords, and frozen seas. But in the 20th century, the descendants of those seafaring warriors discovered a new treasure. Not gold, not silver, but oil. This is the story of how Norway, once one of Europe's poorest countries, became one of the richest nations on Earth, and how it turned black gold into a moral and financial masterpiece. In the early 1900s, Norway was barely scraping by. Its people fished, farmed, and fought the cold. The country had little industry, few resources, and no global power. But beneath its frigid waves, nature hid something extraordinary: vast reserves of crude oil. When oil exploration began in the 1960s, no one believed Norway had any. Even experts dismissed it. But in 1969, a company called Phillips Petroleum struck oil in the Ekofisk field, one of the largest ever discovered in the North Sea. History shows that oil can be both a blessing and a curse. Many nations found wealth beneath their soil, only to see it vanish through corruption, greed, and war. But Norway decided to do things differently. While other countries let corporations dominate, Norway took control. It built Statoil, a state-owned company designed not for private profit, but for the people. The government would own the oil. The profits would belong to every citizen. They called it the Norwegian model. The oil boom began, and billions poured into the country. But instead of splurging, Norway saved. In 1990, it established the Government Pension Fund Global, known to the world as the Oil Fund. This wasn't a retirement account. It was a national treasure chest. Every krone earned from oil reinvested into the future. Today, that fund is worth over $1.5 trillion, the largest sovereign wealth fund in the world. It owns shares in over 9,000 companies, from Apple to Nestle. Every Norwegian is, in a sense, a millionaire. Norway's secret wasn't just wealth, it was restraint. The government decided it would never spend oil money directly. Instead, only the fund's annual profits could be used, about 3%. That rule kept the economy stable, preventing the resource curse that plagued other nations. And while many countries fell to corruption or inflation, Norway grew stronger, fairer, and cleaner. Norway's wealth wasn't just economic, it was ethical. It used oil profits to fund universal healthcare, free education, and world-class infrastructure. And as the world began worrying about climate change, Norway became one of the first nations to invest in green energy, building wind farms, electric cars, and carbon capture technologies. The oil that once powered the Viking money machine was now funding the transition to a cleaner future. Today, Norway is one of the happiest, richest, and most sustainable countries in the world. Its success wasn't luck. It was leadership, discipline, and vision. The Vikings once conquered seas for plunder. Their descendants conquered the modern world with policy, ethics, and patience. The Viking money machine isn't just about oil. It's about the courage to think beyond it, to build a future worthy of the riches beneath the waves. Every empire has its treasure. Rome had gold, Britain had colonies, and America had industry. Norway had oil, but it also had wisdom. The lesson of the Viking money machine is clear. True wealth isn't what you take, it's what you preserve for tomorrow. As the world faces new economic storms, the Viking spirit reminds us: save when others spend, build when others destroy, and always steer your ship toward the future.